I'm Chief Meteorologist Marcus Bailey. Thanks for checking out this weather webcast on a very warm and very wet, at least for some, Tuesday afternoon. Let's get right down to it, and you can see the time there, timestamp at 3:23. That's when we're recording this weather webcast. We'll continue to keep you updated as the afternoon and evening unfolds, but wanted to kind of give you a quick rundown of what's going on across the area. Right now, there's been only one severe thunderstorm warning that's just right now in the extreme southwest down towards Cass County at this hour. Everybody else, no severe weather, but we've had some heavy rain rolling through Peoria, and that line now is now starting to scoot a little bit further towards east across the river, so the heart of Tazewell County really starting to see some heavy showers over towards Morton and Tremont and just west of Deer Creek, and this is slowly moving, this line itself is slowly moving over towards the east. And then it's been raining pretty steadily west of the Illinois River for the past hour or so. Let me jump, here we go, a broader perspective of what's kind of going on across the state. Or again, just a distinct line, pretty much riding along the Illinois River, pretty much dry in places like Pontiac and Bloomington for now, down towards Lincoln. But again, this line will continue to progress towards the east, should intensify a little bit as well. The strongest storms are down to the south and west. They actually have tornado watch down towards St. Louis. We are not under a watch as of right now. However, that may change. We'll have to keep a careful eye on it. We do have a slight risk for severe weather for this evening. Pretty much we're Peoria, Lincoln, LaSalle, Peru, Havana. We're on the western fringe of this, where we could see some damaging straight line winds, but over towards Pontiac, Bloomington, Lincoln, right along the I-55 corridor. Maybe a better chance of these storms start to intensify as we get later on into this evening, and then it will continue to progress eastward into Indiana, where this whole line could become rather strong during the overnight hours. Let's time everything out here in detail on Futurecast. This is at 6 o'clock this evening, where we'll see the moderate to heavy rain bands just west of the city, west of Peoria, right around Galesburg, up towards Kewanee, Canton, over towards Macomb. But this line will continue to slowly progress eastward. It's going to be a slow-moving storm, so again, the threat for maybe some strong damaging winds, but potentially heavy rains, just staying very consistent over the same areas over a long period of time. This is at 9 o'clock, and you can see that heaviest band of rain right along the Illinois River. And then around about 9 or 10 o'clock, right along the I-55 corridor. I think the bulk of this system clears the area probably around midnight tonight, although we'll still deal with light rain during the early overnight hours. May catch a little bit of a lull during the mid-overnight hours. But the threat for severe weather and the heaviest rain should be out of here around midnight tonight. As far as the flooding is concerned, I mentioned the severe aspect, but also flooding is going to be a primary concern. I think maybe even a bigger concern than the severe weather potential tonight. Flood watch area-wide until 6 a.m. tomorrow, but again, the bulk of this heavy rain is going to come during the early to mid-evening hours, where potentially some areas probably picking up around 1.5 inches of rain. Some areas could pick up close to 2 to 2.5 inches. I would not be shocked if we see a few spots here and there that may get embedded 3 inches of rain if you get a few of these thunderstorms that kind of train and progress over the same communities over and over again. So that's obviously going to cause a major problem as we head into the evening and overnight tonight. Outside right now, we've had some pretty steady and heavy rain in Peoria. It's let up a little bit, although it's still raining outside right now, and again, looking quite stormy. We've got a few pops of lightning here and there, but nothing, again, on the severe side. Still very warm, 57 in Peoria. The wind's kind of shifting around 5 miles per hour. By the way, we did get up to around 64 this afternoon. That does break a record of 61. So, again, unusually warm temperature. Still holding into the 60s right now in Pontiac, Bloomington, and in Lincoln as those winds are coming out of the south, around 30 miles per hour in Bloomington, 24 sustained winds in Pontiac and in Lincoln. We're starting to see those winds shift a little bit out of the northwest over towards Galesburg and Macomb as we're waiting again for this cold front to surge over towards the east. We're starting to see these storms starting to line up, stretching all the way down into Missouri and Arkansas, where this area is going to be under the gun for maybe some significant severe weather. Damaging straight-line winds, could see some isolated tornadoes down in Missouri and Arkansas as well. Again, our main threat is going to be just the damaging wind potential if we get any severe storms. Big contrast in temperatures as well, where we're seeing 60s here. Not that far away into Iowa, they're seeing 30s. And that will be heading our direction very quickly as we head through the day tomorrow. In fact, we'll have falling temperatures throughout the day. Right around 35 for the wake-up call tomorrow morning, and then we'll continue to decline around 31 at noon, 28 around 4 o'clock. And so with temperatures slightly above freezing tomorrow morning, we should see mostly rain, maybe a little bit of snow mixing in, and then we'll make that transition from rain to snow around midday. And then in the afternoon, we'll have light but steady snow showers across the region. Now, the ground's going to be pretty warm from the temperatures today, from the rain that falls, but some recent model runs are saying we could get some lighter accumulations of around maybe an inch across portions of our areas. So we're going to break that down a little bit later. We want to get through the potential for the storms this evening, and I'll have an update later on my social networking platforms. And, of course, you can always check out the newscast later tonight as well. Temperatures are going to get back to January and February cold for the end of the week. 21 for your high on Thursday. We'll wake up to temperatures in the single digits on Friday. We'll moderate some as we head into the weekend to the low to mid 30s. Really, the rest of the 8-day looks very quiet with the exception of tonight and tomorrow, so that's some good news, but we are back to reality in a big way to wrap up the week. That'll do it for your webcast on this Tuesday afternoon. Again, we will continue with updates on our blog. Any more breaking weather situations that will progress as we head into the evening, make sure you check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. We may pull out the live stream for our Google+ Hangout on our website, and I'll post the link on our social media networking platforms as well, where I'll be just kind of sitting by and showing radar and just kind of chatting through everything that's going on. So be on the lookout for that if we get some potentially nasty storms or some flooding concerns around the area. And, of course, we urge you safely, if you're out and about this evening and you've got some interesting weather photos, whether it be clouds or storms moving in or flooding possibly, take a picture and snap it to us, and you can send it several ways, either Facebook or Twitter. You can also send that via email. It goes to all of us if you send it to weather@WMBD.com. I'm Chief Meteorologist Marcus Bailey. Stay safe out there, and we'll talk to you soon.